Hi, my name is Claire Dewald, and I'm in Dr. David's Bio 2114 lecture class at Augusta Technical College. For this video essay, which is on the digestive system, we were asked to make a simple line drawing of organs of the alimentary canal and label each organ. Then add 3 labels to your drawing: salivary glands, liver, and pancreas, and use arrows to show where each of these organs empties its secretions into the alimentary canal. And then we were asked to describe the function of the salivary glands, liver, and pancreas related to digestion. So this is my drawing. And we will begin with the mouth or the oral cavity. That's where food would enter. And then we have the parotid gland, the sublingual gland, and the submandibular gland. These are 3 of the salivary glands. I tried to draw or color the ducts to these or from these glands in green, and the secretions of the salivary gland, they are secreted into the oral cavity, and I tried to draw the arrows in blue pointing to the oral cavity. From there, we have the esophagus, and this goes into the stomach, but also there is the liver, and there's the gallbladder. The gallbladder's in green there, and the pancreas, I colored yellow right here underneath the stomach. So the liver, it produces bile, and bile leaves via the left and right hepatic ducts, and these fuse to form the common hepatic duct. Bile then travels to the duodenum. The ducts fuse with the cystic duct draining the gallbladder to form the bile duct. The pancreas secretes pancreatic juice, which is carried in the main pancreatic duct, which unites with the bile duct in the wall of the duodenum. So I tried to draw these blue arrows showing that these ducts go through here and down through the pancreas into the wall of the duodenum. So the first part of the small intestines is the duodenum, and this becomes the duodenum, which then becomes the ileum. Those are the 3 parts of the small intestines. Then we enter the large intestines. The first part of the large intestines is down here, which is the cecum, and this little piece down here is the appendix. But the cecum then becomes the ascending colon, then the transverse colon, descending colon, sigmoid colon. Then we have the rectum and the anal canal, and then finally the anus. So that is my drawing. Then we were asked to describe the functions of the salivary glands, liver, and pancreas. So for the salivary glands, most saliva is produced by the major or extrinsic salivary glands that lie outside the oral cavity and empty their secretions into it. Minor or intrinsic salivary glands are scattered throughout the oral cavity mucosa and augment the output only slightly. The salivary glands are composed of 2 types of secretory cells, serous and mucus. Serous produce a watery secretion containing enzymes, ions, and a small amount of mucin. Mucus cells produce mucus. The parotid and submandibular glands contain mostly serous cells, while buccal glands have about equal numbers of serous and mucus cells. The sublingual glands contain mostly mucus cells. When mucin is dissolved in water, it forms a thick mucus that lubricates the oral cavity and hydrates foodstuffs. Saliva also protects against microorganisms because it contains immunoglobulin A antibodies, lysozyme, which is a bactericidal enzyme that inhibits bacterial growth in the mouth and may help prevent tooth decay, and defensins, which act as local antibiotic and function as cytokines to call defensive cells into the mouth. The minor salivary glands secrete saliva continuously in amounts sufficient enough to keep the mouth moist. Next, we have the liver. The liver is one of the accessory organs associated with the small intestines. It has many metabolic and regulatory roles, but the main function of the liver is to process the nutrient-rich blood that is delivered to it. The liver's only digestive function is to produce bile for export to the duodenum. Bile is a fat emulsifier, and that means that it breaks fats into small particles so they can be more easily accessible to digestive enzymes. The liver also processes nutrient-laden venous blood delivered to it from digestive organs, which is a metabolic role rather than a digestive role. And finally, the pancreas. The pancreas is also an accessory digestive organ, which produces various enzymes. The exocrine product, being pancreatic juice, drains from the pancreas via the centrally located pancreatic duct, which fuses via the common bile duct. Pancreatic juice contains mostly water, enzymes, and electrolytes. It has a pH of 8, which enables the pancreatic fluid to neutralize the acid chyme that enters the duodenum and provides the optimal environment for the operation of intestinal and pancreatic enzymes. These enzymes include amylase, proteases, which include trypsin, chymotrypsin, and carboxypeptidase. Also, there's lipases and nucleases. And that is my video. Thank you for watching.